Good afternoon, everybody. Steve Georgie here, live from Allendale's trading floor. It is November 11th, 2010. We did have some excitement around the markets today, even though corn finished 2 3/4 lower. Beans, though, up nearly 20 cents. You had the wheat market down about 6. A lot had to do with a private firm coming out, putting out some estimates here as far as acreage for next year, looking at an increase on corn acres of about 4.9 million acres. That took corn down once these numbers had been released. Corn dropped 9 to 10 cents at one point, but by the end of the session was able to rally back and finish only about 2 3/4 lower. As far as beans, looking at taking away about 1.9 million acres, and that started this movement back up here. Technically, it's strong. Now we fed the bulls a little bit here today. Didn't take much to see beans go up about 20 cents. As far as wheat dropped back here today, down 6 cents, with the estimates that came out increasing wheat acres about 2.5 million. So that kind of pressured things here today as well. We did take out some good support there as well, and could have pressured things a little bit sooner too. But you look at some of the outside markets, you look for some kind of influence on the grains today, but the outside market's not really doing much. Crude oil unchanged. The dollar, though, still up 54 cents right now, so it is still remaining strong as we have that G20 meeting going on. We'll see if it can last, if it does push higher yet again. But the sentiment here is that, yes, we could see that continue to go up, but we're up against some good resistance for the dollar. So we have not broke through that yet. We've kind of bumped our head up against it, but tomorrow could be a deciding day. Are we going to see profit taken on a Friday? Is the trade going to pretty much say, hey, you know what, we've gone high enough here, we don't believe in this dollar rally, and we're going to sell it? Or are we going to go right through that? The dollar is it's a pretty trending market. When it does break out, it usually goes in that direction for a while, which in turn, if that is the case tomorrow, we could see that end up putting pressure on the grains and continue to pressure things as far as that sense. The metals today, with the dollar being up, you still had a recovery for gold. Gold was up about $8 today. You had silver up 81 cents. Now, this comes after getting absolutely slaughtered this week, and we've seen a pretty good pullback here for gold, but especially in the silver market. So up 81 cents today after a pretty big slide. We have recovered a little bit, but Friday, tomorrow, that's going to be a big story. How are we going to finish out the week? So we may see a little strength there if the dollar ends up pulling back from this resistance. Some of the big stories are in the soft markets. You had sugar drop more than 3 cents today, so down over 300 points. Now the biggest thing is that India came out and said, hey, you know what? Instead of exporting about 1 million tons of sugar, now we've got about 3.5. So they increased it significantly, and had let up on this tight supply issue globally for sugar. And you saw a huge setback, one of the larger bars that I've seen in sugar, and closing right near its lows. So we may have topped that market here today. I think you're probably going to find some more pressure there. We broke down below this uptrend, the short-term uptrend that we're in, and closed it below the 20-day moving average, which could set some more selling tomorrow and may even pull that March contract down into that 20 to 24 cent area, on a further slide. So continue watching that, but I think this is kind of eased up for now on this idea that we've got tight stocks globally for sugar, and may send things down a little bit more as we find more profit taking. Cotton down as well, kind of following suit after sugar, but cotton still has fundamental backing here that we could see higher prices, but it was down 193 points today. I do feel that we still have some upside to go in this cotton. Right now, really nothing has changed. I think you found a little profit taking here with the dollar being strong once again. Kind of a quiet day in the livestock. You had fat cattle that were mixed. Feeders kind of mixed today too. Hogs ended up rallying a little bit and did finish toward the upper end of the range. But the big question is how are we going to finish out the week. So we'll see what that does for us tomorrow. Give us a call over here. We'd love to get you guys signed up for our conference end of January. we'd love to get you some information as well, or you can take a look at that information online at allendale-inc.com, or the number you can reach us here is 800-262-7538. Hope you had a great day today. Have a great rest of the week. We'll talk to you next week. Take